What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, the Joker, the criminal version from Batman, the Three Jokers. And so here we have the Three Jokers, the Joker, the criminal version, posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's run through his accessories. He only comes with his cane, which looks really nice. I do like the detailing on it. And then he comes with his McFarlane display space. Other than that, the criminal here doesn't come with anything else. So let's actually take a closer look at the Joker. So here we have a closer look at the Joker. Now this is the criminal version. We've already had a look at the comedian. This is the criminal version, which is the gangster version of the Joker, and he looks very nice. I really do like the fact that he has this really menacing scowl on his face rather than a giant smile. And even though a lot of people don't like it, I really do appreciate the fact that McFarlane gave him the side eyes, because you can actually do so much with him, especially because he's supposed to be like a mob boss. You can have him with that look of disdain, which looks very nice. I do like it. This is a really good Joker head sculpt. Even though it's not a smiling head sculpt, it's still a very good head sculpt. And just look at the detailing on it. The shading around the eyes is perfect, and when you get it in the right light, his eyebrows actually cover his eyes in shadow, and that looks very creepy. I do like that. But yeah, you can see the green eyes right there as he's looking off to the side. Then we do have his green hair, where it is cast in a dark green and then only highlighted with a lighter green, which looks very nice. I do like that. So the head sculpt is top-notch by McFarlane. Really good detail there. So moving on to the rest of the figure. For the most part, this figure does have a lot of reuse from the comedian Joker. The torso is the exact same, as well as everything down to the legs. So from the neck to the feet, it's the same thing that we saw on the comedian. And the only difference really is that he has an overlay coat right here, and his sleeves are completely different to that version, but we'll get into that right now. You can see he has more of a three-piece suit on. He does have his shirt, his little bolo tie. It looks like a bolo tie, but I know it's not. I know somebody might correct me in the comments. But yeah, you can see he does have a purple vest underneath his purple jacket. Really do like the black going around the collar. It does break up all that purple, so it looks really nice. I do like it. And then we do have some really nice seam work right here on the Joker. Even these flaps are nicely detailed. They're just like an actual coat. They don't really attach to each other. These flaps go independently, so that's a really nice little attention to detail. And as you can see, Joker does have the two buttons as you're supposed to. Remember, sometimes, always, never, you never button that lower bottom button. But anyway, having a look at the jacket again, we do have some more pockets right here on the side, as well as a pocket right here on his chest. No flower on this one, but this one has a more serious tone to him. You can see just how nice it looks. Now, you can see a slight difference in the color of plastic from the elbow, the biceps, the knee, and the legs. And that's only because of the type of plastic they use. The elbow is a harder plastic than the bicep and the forearm piece. But under my studio lights, you really can't tell the difference. Under normal lights, it's quite obvious, but my studio, you can't really see too much difference in the plastic. If you can, it's not very noticeable, which is very good. You can see that he does have buttons right here on his cuffs, and then we do have his shirt poking through right there. We do have his gloves, which we have seen these hands on the comedian Joker, which look really nice. I do like the way they look. Very traditional Joker gloves here, so really nice look. So this jacket, as you would imagine, covers up a lot of the detail underneath, but all the Jokers have the same torso, the same legs, so once you've seen one Joker, you've pretty much seen them all. And I do like it. It's a very nice sculpt for the Joker, and I think I prefer this mold for the Joker rather than the first one that they were using. Wasn't really a fan of how it looked on the Rebirth one. I think it fit more with the Arkham Joker. But yeah, this is a very solid release from McFarlane, and you can see he does have the spats wrapping around his dress shoes really nicely. We even have the buttons right here on his spats on both sides. The white buttons look really nice. So overall, this Joker is very impressive. I am happy with what McFarlane did, even though it's a more simplistic looking Joker because he's just wearing purple and everything's purple on him. I still like the detailing on him. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the, I was going to say the comedian, the criminal pose, and compare to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we do have the Joker pose next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have the Joker pose next to a WWE Elite Collection figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have the Joker pose next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Here we have the Joker pose next to the Arkham Asylum Joker and the McFarlane Mortal Kombat 11 Joker. And finally, here we do have the Criminal Joker pose next to the three Jokers, the Clown Joker and the Comedian Joker. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to the Joker's articulation. Now, he does have the same articulation that we saw on the Comedian Joker, which is a ball joint in the head, which works very nicely. I do like the way it goes up, and then how far it looks down is a little bit hindered, but could be better, but it's still really impressive. It does turn left and right, no problem. A little bit stiff on mine, but it still rotates, and then we get some really nice head tilt. His shoulders are attached via ball joints, which do move forward and back slightly. I would have liked it if the jacket was a softer material, that way you can get those joints moving a little bit better, but they still move. Arms go out to the side to about right there. If you try getting them further, you'll just pop them out of place, or worse, break it. Then his arms do go all the way around, no problem. We do have a bicep swivel, double bend here at the elbow, really nice. A ball joint here at the wrist, which does go forward and back. We can rotate that to have up and down, as well as rotate on that pin. Then he does have a ball joint here in the torso, which is completely hindered by this jacket, unfortunately, and it would rotate. As you can see, we're getting some slight rotation, some forward and back, and then some tilt. But then we have another ball joint which does do rotation, moves forward and back, side to side really nicely. So yeah, we get some pretty decent range here on the Criminal here. Does go forward to about right there, goes back, out to the side, no problem. Some slight thigh swivel, but not a lot. We do have double bend here at the knee. As you can hear, those ratchets are really working overtime on this figure. Then we do have a ball hinge here at the ankle, which does go forward and back. Not too much, but it does move. We get rotation. We can rotate that to have true forward facing or true rocker ankle, but yeah, it's not the best. We have forward facing pin, and then of course we do have a very generous toe hinge. So overall, the Joker here has some pretty good articulation. With that out of the way, guys, let's actually get the Criminal pose for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the McFarlane Toys 3 Jokers, the Joker Criminal version, pose for my final thoughts. And overall, this is a very nice Joker figure. Even though he's not my favorite out of the bunch, I do think the Clown is probably my favorite, followed by the Comedian. The Criminal here still has a lot of solid details on him that does warrant the pickup. I think out of all the costumes, his is probably the cleanest looking, because it's one solid color. We have that really nice rich purple, and it looks perfect on this figure. Plus the head sculpt on him is just beautiful. I love the way it looks. We always get those really big grinning Joker figures, and it's a real breath of fresh air to see a non-smiling Joker, and this has a very, very menacing scowl to him, and it's probably one of the best Joker figures that we've gotten that doesn't have a smile on him. The scowl on this figure works perfectly for a criminal mob boss, and this Joker does encapsulate what it is to look like a criminal mastermind. The cane is a fantastic accessory, although I kind of feel like he could have used a crowbar, and of course he could use a gun, but we all know how McFarlane and Warner Brothers feel about guns right now, so Yeah, unfortunately none of the Jokers do come with firearms, but that's not taking away from how nice this figure looks. I absolutely love the way all three Jokers look, and the Criminal, even though he's not my favorite, is still definitely one of the better Jokers out there out on the market. If you can find this Joker, definitely pick him up. At the time I'm making this video, they are starting to hit stores, so be on the lookout at your local Targets, Walmarts, Walgreens, and Amazon. That's where I picked up my 3 Jokers series, from Amazon, with the exception of the Comedian Joker, which was a GameStop exclusive, but overall really blown away by this figure. So if you can get hold of them, definitely do it. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other multiverse videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos. And as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.